Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another live stream chat for Parents of Preemies Day. We have our director of our Preemie Parent Mentor Program, Meegan Snyder, who's coming on right now. Hello.
Hi, Nicole.
Thank you for joining today. I heard you went to your local NICU for Parents of Preemies Day.
I did. I just went up and visited our local ICN, which is at Doylestown Health here in Doylestown, Pennsylvania.
Mhm.
It is where my daughter was born. They are I should know this, a level 2 NICU. So once she was born, she was transferred down to Philadelphia to Pennsylvania Hospital. But after 2 months down there, we did transfer back and spend about 2 weeks up here. So they're very close to our heart. We love going up and visiting them, dropping stuff off. So we went up and visited them this morning, and it's great. It's great to go back and give back.
Oh, cool. That's great. Nice job. So we thought we'd just do a little live stream with some Graham's team members to discuss just a reminder of what Graham's offers, our Parent Pre-Mentor program, which is amazing that Meegan runs. Want to talk about that just so people know about it, and especially any parents who watch this or rewatch it and are struggling, they know that we have this resource. So if you wouldn't mind just sharing what it's about and how it came to be, that'd be great.
Sure. So the mentor program has a team of trained preemie parents that have all been through their own prematurity journey, whether that was that of a 22-weeker or a 36-weeker. We kind of have everything in between, and most, things that happen throughout your NICU stay covered with our mentors. Um, they offer emotional support. So what happens is if you fill out a form requesting a mentor, like you find yourself having a preemie, don't know what's going on, you fill out the form and it comes to me, and I read it and have a look, and then I match you with the best matched mentor. So we're not matching you based on where you are or things like that, your NICU. We're basing it on the best mentor that's available to you. They may be on the West Coast and you may be on the East Coast. Things like that might happen, but it's someone that had a journey similar to yours, a similar gestation or a similar diagnosis, and they're able to be there as a friend, someone that you can talk to, you can vent to, you can cry to. Our mentors are available via phone, email, text, or video call. We do find that most parents, especially when they're in the NICU, do prefer to stay with text messaging just because they can pick it up, put it down, stay in contact with their mentor. It's someone, as I'm sure most of you that will watch this at some point will understand, when you're in the NICU, your family, your friends, they're there for you, but they haven't walked the walk. They have not been in your shoes. They don't know what it's like leaving the hospital every night without your baby. So just having someone that's been there sometimes is just so helpful. Just that shared experience to be able to talk to somebody without any no judgment, no anything, just someone that can be there and listen. So we love that we can offer this service. And if you or anyone you know needs someone to talk to, whether they're in the NICU now, they're a year out, they're 2 years out, we are always here to support parents of preemies.
Very good. And I was going to ask you, but we also, other than offering help for people who have a preemie in the NICU, we also offer, remember, since today is International, I just blanked on the name. Help me, Meegan.
Bereavement Day.
Bereavement Day. I'm so sorry. Because I was thinking, remember, we do have that as
Yes.
well, correct? Let me just add
We
this.
do. So if we have, parents that they have a baby in the NICU and they do pass away, or we also have a lot of multiple births and not all of the babies do make it, we do have mentors for those situations as well. Obviously, you never want to be in that situation, but if you are, we do have other people that have been there. I do find that the loss within multiples is definitely one that a lot of people, only someone that's been there can understand, because you still have a baby in the NICU that you're excited about, and then you are grieving. So having someone that understands that process is really important. So even if you're not ready to talk right then, they're available at all times. I didn't pre-check this with her, but I'm sure she won't mind. I did just see one of our mentors who is a loss within multiple mentors. She did a photo shoot today in honor of her twin Ezra.
Oh, no.
I get teary whenever we talk about this. But,
I know.
Yeah, so we do like to remember those that have passed. So
Yes, definitely, because there's quite a few. So to acknowledge them, because
yes,
also even if you lose your preemie, you are still a preemie parent,
yes,
period.
yep,
Yeah,
yep.
so
Nothing changes that.
nothing changes that. It's your day too.
Yes,
Or
definitely.
as previously, Adam Wood and I, we were talking, and it was like, "Oh, it's Parents of Pre like, Happy Parents of Preemies Day," and we were sort of joking. The day we actually didn't want to
Yes,
like, no one asked to be a preemie parent. It happens, and you just keep going forward. So, sharing
exactly.
these stories and talking about it, I think, really helps a lot just for feeling less alone and,
Hmm.
knowing it's not an isolated event. There are so many people who go through this process, you
Yeah,
know.
and celebrating that we did it, that we're doing it, that it's possible. Yeah, knowing that other people have done this, I think, is probably the biggest thing that we hear from parents that we have mentored.
Yeah.
Apart from the we wish they found us sooner.
Yes.
Sometimes when you are in that NICU, I know myself,
Mhm.
when my daughter was born, and we didn't know it was going to happen until we were in the ER, and I didn't know to who I could talk to. I didn't know who was, and other people could tell me stories about their aunt or their sister or someone that else that had a preemie, but it wasn't necessarily relevant to my story.
Yeah.
So having someone that has been through something very similar is just so relaxing is not the word, but it's I can't think of a word, Nicole.
Is it like comfort? It's sort of comforting.
Comforting, thank you. It is. It's just comforting to know that the others have been through this. They got through it. It may be tough. There may
Yeah,
be heartbreak. There may be everything, but we've got this. There is a community out there that is ready to support you and do everything that they can for you. So,
yeah, exactly. I'm so thrilled that Grams Foundation offers this. I think it's a
mhm.
great and vital need, especially as though we are talking, having more focus on family-centered care,
Yep,
hospitals still have not really touched upon, at least a chunk of them, I'm sure some have,
yep,
the mental health of both the mom and
yes.
the dad or the partners in this, because that's still a big puzzle piece that hasn't been
Yep.
filled yet. So,
And we do have dad mentors as well. Obviously, we don't, if you're, a mum and you want to talk to a dad, or a dad wants to talk to a mum, it doesn't matter. A parent is a parent. Whoever you want to talk to, we can
mhm,
match you with that person. Even adoptive parents, whatever your situation is as the parent of the preemie, no matter how that parentage came about, we
mhm,
can support you. We are nationwide, so
mhm,
it doesn't matter where you are in the US. We will support you. And we'll find someone the best match for you. And then we also have a partnership with Parent to Parent USA,
mhm,
who they have a nationwide program similar that they support parents through mentorship,
mhm.
and they offer support for all disabilities up through an adult. So oftentimes, if it's something we can't do, we can work with them to find something. So we can always find you some kind of support, no matter what that is. So if you have any questions or you're not sure, just reach out. We
Mhm.
can see what we can do. We can, work with you, help
Yeah,
you get the support that you need.
definitely go to our website, which I would type in really quickly, www.grahamsfoundation.org. And I'm going to put that in the comments right now. I
Mhm.
already dropped our the mentor form in there, but
Yeah, so if you do want, to request to connect with a mentor, just fill out that form. The more information you give us, the better. That way I can really match you with someone that had a similar experience, and I'm not matching with someone that isn't the best match. We're all about that best match. So the best possible person for you. So more information is better.
yeah, definitely. But just because this is also going to one of our destination platforms that doesn't do comments, go to www.grahamsfoundation.org for all the information. You can also find the Preemie Parent Mentor just a click away within that page. So there's
Yeah.
that. But yeah, that's awesome. One other thing I want to touch upon, I guess, since we are here and it's Parents Preemies Day, just to remind people, we have a wonderful app called the My Preemie app, which it's sort of, we'll call it a one-stop shop for parents of preemies who want to journal, who want to track feedings. We have Feeding Tracker, which was probably our most recent release. Was that a
Mhm.
year ago or so? You can type in mementos. You can have the ask the doctor questions section so you don't forget it. It's just basically a digital notebook for you. And you can include a picture of your preemie in there when they were born and whatnot. It also has, is it a good chunk, or is it all the terms for the NICU? Remember,
It has the glossary, it has all that information, so that if you're sitting there and the doctor's talking and you don't know what that word is, you can look it up and see what that means. You know, that, or you can write a note to ask a nurse or a doctor later. You know, one of the biggest things that we do as mentors as well is we teach our parents how to become advocates for their babies, how to, instead of just sitting there and listening to the doctor going, asking the questions. No question is too dumb. Asking what's happening, asking what that tube is, what that monitor does, what that noise is. You know, it's your baby. You are allowed to ask. There is a big push in this country and around the world for more family-centered care, which is having the parent to be more a part of the baby's care, to be invited to take their temperature, change their diaper, join in bath times, do more kangaroo care. So you can always ask, and we really encourage parents all the time, like, don't be afraid to speak up. Nothing, this is new to you, so nothing's dumb, nothing's silly if you're going to ask. So just, you know, it's your baby. Speak up, don't be afraid. Do what you think is best for your baby.
Definitely, I get that. And also in the NICU, it is scary because you just don't know what you don't know, basically. Like, and it is a scary time, but definitely just ask questions. Even it's like, what's going on? And the most common one I think people should ask is, when can I hold my baby? When can I do things with my baby? Because there'll be a countdown. Sometimes it'll be, you can do it tomorrow. You can do it now. Sometimes it's like we have to wait a week until, you know, their temperatures at this time, or their SATs or whatever. So definitely ask those questions. I agree with you on that.
And also, if they do give you an answer that you don't like, ask why. Like, if they say, no, I'm sorry, you can't hold your baby today, not in a mean way, but like, well, why? What needs to happen for this to happen? Just so that you help understand as well. I'm sure as a preemie parent, everyone has heard, when's your baby coming home? I know when my daughter was in the NICU, everyone was like, oh, as soon as she hits, and they all had this 4-pound marker in their head. Like, oh, as soon as she hits 4 pounds, she can come home, right? It's like, no, that's not, you know, that's not accurate. There's actually a whole checklist of things. So just, you know, asking the why to understand. You know.
Definitely. The communication sometimes gets lost because of being scared, or because feeling just timid about asking the questions that we seem dumb, but to the NICU staff is probably like routine. And sometimes it reminds them, like, oh, these people don't know this yet. It's the first time they have a baby in the NICU.
So if you think of a question and you're not around a doctor or a nurse, you know, open up your My Preemie app in the notes section and write that down. And remember, the next time you see them during rounds, ask, you know, oh, I've got questions in my app. Can I ask you this? Or, you know, things like that. So.
Along with the feeding tracker, and you can chart too on there. So chart the baby's growth, weight, things like that. It's a good app. It's free on both Android and OIS platforms, and it's available in Spanish and English. So yeah, it's a good little app. I don't know.
Great app to have.
Don't know if we have any questions. It seems a little quiet, but also it's it's the afternoon on the East Coast, and we're just going into lunchtime on the West Coast. So it could be there's not a lot of people out and about right now, or they're just doing their thing. How do I pull us back up there? Oh, nope. I don't like that. I like that.
We find a lot of people rewatch these at a later date anyway, you know, and I think that's also why with our mentor program, most parents do request a text messaging, because they can do it when they want to do it. You know, they're not a phone call or video call around when they can hold their baby, and they don't, you know, baby comes first. So
exactly. And life changes too. So it's just, you never know what's going on. We do have a question. Let's can I bring this up? It's been a little bit. There we go. How many languages can our mentors support?
Right now, about 5. We have English and Spanish, Armenian, Farsi. Nicholas is putting me on the spot here.
English, Spanish,
and it's one of the Indian languages, I believe.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Got it.
So yeah, we're always, obviously the language barrier can be a big one, especially in the medical field. So we are always, if people speak other languages, that's great.
Mhm.
But we do find that even parents that do not speak English find a way to connect with us still,
Mhm.
and we do try and figure that out if it comes up.
Mhm. Oh, great. Nice. I don't think we have anything else. It's the question we have. Anything thank you again for going to your local NICU to celebrate Parents of
Yeah.
Preemies Day. It was really nice. I wish I could have gone to the one we don't live in LA anymore. I would have loved to have gone to my boys', excuse me, NICU. And then ours over the NICU that's over here is still sort of on a not allowing visitors. So,
Yeah, there's still a lot of restrictions and a lot of NICUs.
yeah, hopefully it'll come around again. That would be nice to sort of celebrate with other NICUs. But
Yeah.
yeah, if there's no other questions, and thank you for sharing your day and your time about the parent program. And I'm sorry, I'm also losing my voice. Great, on a live stream. That's awesome. Thank you for sharing the Preemie Parent Mentor Program and letting people know. And hopefully, people will reach out when they need help, because that's the most
Yep.
important part.
And if
So,
any parents or NICUs ever want any more information on our program, they can reach out to me either
mhm,
through our website or directly through my email, which is meegan.s@grahamsfoundation.org. We'll drop it in the comments as well.
awesome. Let me put this back up just because I love it so much. So here we go. There we go. Having way too much fun. Well, thank you again, Meegan, and have a good rest of your day. And
You
if
too.
people need anything, please reach out. So thank you.
Thanks, everyone, and happy to all our parents of preemies.
Yes, definitely.